Honda Rancher 2016 TRX 420 FA1. I was getting the usual sort of random gear selection problems that people seem to be getting. One day it worked fine and then it would just kind of crap out. You could switch it to ESP, switch it off, switch it back on again, try and select using the buttons. Sometimes you get a gear, sometimes you wouldn't. Sometimes you had to select it with the emergency shift lever. You get a gear, it would work for a while, and then it would crap out again. I went through all the electrics, did the usual things that people talk about, the shift angle sensor and the shift motor. Checked all the voltages and everything of all the sensors. Everything seemed to check out good, but it was still doing the problem. So basically I kind of went back to basics and figured it had to be a mechanical problem, and I took off all the shift motor and the shift gears at the front, and then found that sometimes when you're using the manual shifter that the lever wouldn't return to its central position, so you couldn't then select the next gear. So I stripped the front of the engine out, and on the shift shaft you've got the selector spring, and on the selector spring is, I don't think you can see it, just there, is a stud that should be in the engine, and the selector spring on this side locates on that stud. Well, that stud's sheared off inside the crankcase, and there's just enough of it on the back there for it to sometimes locate in the hole, and other times it would just slide in and out of the hole, so you're losing any ability for it to get another gear. So what you end up with, if you can see this in here, there's a broken off stud inside that hole there, not very clear. So got to take all of this off and try and get this stud in here drilled out, put a new stud in and put it all back together. Now I did loads and loads of research on the internet and I didn't find anybody coming up with this answer. So maybe I've just been really unlucky and got the one stud that broke. But I did find a lot of people who seem to never find an answer to their problems. So you never know, maybe that is your issue. If you've tried all the electronic stuff and it's not working, take off the selector motor and the selector motor gears at the front, put your emergency shift lever on, push down or up on it, and it should return under spring pressure to the central position again. If it doesn't, I'm afraid you might be doing this job. So stay tuned for part 2 and we'll see if it all gets sorted out.